the Kunkka counterpick against Invoker. We've seen how strong that can be in the past and how much that can set the tempo for the rest of the game. But we'll have to wait and see as we get ready to go into this game number 1 here. And both teams already heading out across the map. Smoke up from the Wolf team folk. And going to try and get down ward. But of course, we had to have the pause. That's how it happens.
We'll just chill out a little bit. It's fine, you know?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Well, welcome to the SA Qualifiers. I'm supposed to say hello to our lovely chat. I see that what guys talking about? You guys talking about? We got SA fans here. Lots of SA fans talking about all the players. That's nice to see. It's good. It's good.
Okay.
We got going on about people being old in their late 20s is peak esports cringe. Thank you, two dads. I love that one. That's a good one.
Oh, nice.
I also concur.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah. Oh, stop roasting our guys. 30 isn't old. Piss off. I'm 31, so it's okay.
I'm 32.
He's 32. Right. It's all right. It's just jokes, guys. Everyone relax. Have yourselves a fine little Sunday. It's a video game, guys. We're watching a video game, okay?
It's true.
I think you got to take yourselves a little less seriously.
No, I'm sure it's fine. This is serious business, Trent.
Sorry.
Get your serious pants on.
All right. Can I wear serious shorts? It's pretty hot.
I'm actually wearing shorts right now. It's pretty warm where I'm at also. Was that a D ward? Or no, he didn't. Did Duster get a deny on a ward or take one away? Looks like he did. A little bit of XP there. Finding one out. Not bad, not bad. Everybody into the pit, though. Man, Monty on this Doom over nearby Hermit. They're going to walk out into a world of hurt here. The battery assault trading hits. The arm moves on in. They got the cold snap connection. A couple more punches. And Hermit going to be going down. First blood given over to the Invoker. Bad, not bad. I believe, though, that sets up for multiple bounty runs. And wait a minute. Visage also getting smacked. Tavo in some trouble. Doesn't have another stun, though. Can't get there. Look at that. No freaking regen at all on the Visage.
No regen? In this year? I mean, that's what we can do. And the only problem is when people have started hunting couriers a lot, I've noticed. Not as bad when you're on, like, the offlane, typically. Especially that dire offlane. Like, who's getting that courier? But I've been seeing a lot of position 4 players trying to hunt the courier. I think that's a great play because people are greedy, bringing out, like, all stats. So if you manage to get a ward down and snipe the courier, it's so beneficial.
Yeah.
All right. But, yeah, so overall, these lanes, the most interesting one, I think, is going to be the top lane. I think trying to see like how the Medusa starts out. It's HFN, right? Wants to get a solid start, get going on your Medusa style gameplay, and then a position 4 Doom. If it's only Duster here on this Abba, starting with the Orb of Venom as well, that's pretty interesting. Because, like, can he trade that well with Orb?
I guess. I mean, it's kind of unclear, I guess, also. But he'll probably get level 2 before too long, I would imagine. I mean, against double melee, it's pretty nice. And then Medusa can come on in for a couple more punches along the way, too. Why not? Sounds good.
Sorry, you guys, Mango brought out. Instantly eats it, though. Okay. And he just brings out 6 negatives. I mean, as long as he gets more regen, this is totally fine. So Duster will just keep doing his thing. I do like that Monty went for the boots, though, because obviously it makes it hard for the Abbot to really make good use of this. He just runs away from him.
Yeah. He's making the long run around there as down bottom, kind of keeping our eyes on it, and the chase punches should be fine on
Duster's
Hermit.
owning.
It's good.
I'm actually surprised he didn't like dive the tower a little bit and try and get hits.
Yeah, I guess because they had to run all the way over here for Monty, although he did end up finding a creep eventually. Takes the Hurl Boulder. Not the best thing in the world, but does have at least a little bit of extra harassment you can throw out there, which is pretty annoying.
Oh, and meanwhile, down bottom, though, all these shenanigan attempts here from the Clockwork. Rena's going to scout that out, grab the wave, bring him over, make him meet, have a little fun time here, and fire him up. But, yeah, Duster is just playing fantastically. Ever since hitting level 2, the build's working out exactly how you want on this hero. Managing to bully them individually. He's in a situation where he's playing the creep waves to the point where they can't actually gang up on him. So in both situations, 1v1, because like 1v1 Abba rules in this situation, right? Like where you have this Orb of Venom and you're punching another melee support. You just don't want to get outnumbered. But because of the way they're splitting the creep waves up, and he's managed to get off these poles, Hermit and Monty can never just like gang up on him.
Right, yeah, they can't really come on in and make the contest in the way that they want. And Chifen is going to try and disrupt this one to eventually gets the creeps pulled back into the other side, and now going to beat the hell out of the Doom. And Monty in trouble. He's got an aphotic shield. This guy's dead, I think. Wait, no, doesn't go for it. Duster leaving him at very low HP instead.
This is the I'm everything for my Medusa. Like HF, that is the most HFN move I've ever seen in my life. Where he just needed like one right click and like he maybe gets the kill, but he's like, yeah, that might be like one creep.
Right.
So like, you know what? I'm definitely gonna get the last hit on that creep. So I'm gonna go do that.
True. Yeah.
And as long as you accept that as Duster, that's fine because he's keeping his regen high. It's an expensive hero to do this on. He does not want to have to keep buying regen if he doesn't have to, or he's never gonna progress and getting to like boots and stuff. So.
Well, and this at least has set up HFN to have a pretty good time. Does have a lot of creeps that are in this wave here that are going to kind of get messed with a little bit as Duster tries to get the pull-offs, does the stack first, and actually is going to get the pull onto the flag bearer creep. So if he can get that one denied, that would be really nice. That's an interesting thing. I haven't seen as many teams try and really focus on getting that pull on when the flag bearer creep respawns.
Yeah, I actually, I've seen a couple battles over that too. Like, I'm always trying to hunt that thing down now as we grab ourselves the second kill here for old Qhali.
Yeah, takes it down. Just a little cogs catch there on the Wyvern after the Arctic Burn had already been used. But yeah, interesting dynamic. And Monty again making the move all the way over into the jungle. These camps have been blocked this entire time. Super annoying to deal with.
Yeah, it's pretty funny to watch a Medusa lineup do it, but it has completely slowed down anything the Doom can do. It's equally as powerful as versus like an Enchantress or something. It's just annoying. But he does get it now. He has found the creep. It is time to be burned.
All that mana burn. They tried to go toe-to-toe against Duster, and a little bit more difficult to do that when you've got that mana burn there. But still, they turn, they punch. HFN moves on in, keeps the pressure on, and just able to zone back this Doom consistently. Now, we haven't really talked a ton about the other lanes. Medusa and CK are doing quite well. In the mid lane, as we're going to see some good damage there on Tavo. Should be able to survive though and be fine. It had been very Kunkka favored, and Invoker's been able to catch back up for the last couple of minutes as they rotate in. And Clockwork underneath the ward, unlikely to find a kill here. But just wants to secure the rune.
Yeah, and likewise up top. So let's see. It's DD top. So ADR also TPing down bottom, though.
To make that rotation, finds Rena in some trouble and gonna die. So ADR makes the move, gets the kill, playing it well.
And to be ahead of the Kunkka, or at least even neck and neck, is just great at this point, right? Because typically this is Kunkka favorite matchup that he goes for, and this matchup isn't as good as it was before though, because before you also would steal Invoker's small camp, because there wasn't anything Invoker could do about it. Because he's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Stab me? He like walks up. He just Diebringer's the small camp. He can like point at the Invoker if he wants. You need heavy rotations to punish. So with that being gone, it's not as like ownage, I guess, for the Kunkka at this point. But his earlier rotations can be pretty worrisome, specifically versus like an X-Sword Evoker. But since this is Quaswex and he can also make rotations. Do you know what I have been loving, Lyrical, about Invoker games? Okay. I've been watching a lot of Invoker games, Quaswex, where they get the position 4 to buy the urn and they just follow them everywhere. I would love to see that. But he's bought the urn himself.
And James is going to make the move up top here. And with the DD, should be able to get the easy pick off onto Duster. They're kind of wrapped around with King RD. It's not an easy one to make with the Kunkka still in the area. And HFN is still kind of low from that earlier fight that they had. But with the EMP out, the boat's already been used. Stun there onto Clockwork, can maybe turn and has the rum buff keeping him alive. Fairy Fire also. James wraps out, gets away, and has a bottle as well. The urn charge, though, the urn is bringing him down. It's going to be his death.
Yeah.
So not able to escape from that one in the end as Auntie tries to back away. Can't get out. Invoker all over the map right now.
That is painful. I mean, I like that he stayed to try and commit to the clockwork, but because everyone else also stays to that, that's what gets the Doom killed there too. And so now you have a Invoker with 2 more Urn Charges after just grabbing those. And now, oh, even a regen mid for him too. So there you go.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, I say that.
Nice.
Oh, Louis. Uh-oh.
They got him. That's a frustrating one. And now Cold Snap with the Urn. Another kill for
Oh, he
Adriano.
almost got it. He almost denied it.
Almost. And then he just gets the full regen. Dude, this is a scary start. When Medusa and Invoker are leading the top 2 net worths in the game, this is not the way they wanted it to go.
Yeah, and then
Jeff
Tavo as well. Like, he has the levels, which is all he cares about.
Right.
Radiant's
Jeff
middle
Van-
tower.
Okay, all right. Okay.
He's like, see if I care. I mean, this is the interesting dynamic, though, right?
Oh,
Is that
Reyna,
you've got
though.
Herbeck and Monty that both have some decent farm. Well, you get the tornado. Reyna, again, in trouble, tried to go for the Reality Rift to get him out, but just ends up dying to the battery assault, although James now moves in, finds the X, Boat gonna follow with the Torrent. They've got the connection, a couple more punches onto this Invoker, but actually cogs him in to pull him away from the Kunkka.
Did
to
that
go for a
work?
hit, but how did that happen?
Well, that was impressive. Garrity's going to maybe die for it. I guess he has to hit this Torrent.
Yeah, nicely played.
Wow.
That was
yeah,
nuts.
that was pretty cool. It was like the world's smallest like pullback. Just like, get in
Yeah.
here. Go this way.
It was a teammate vacuum.
Meanwhile, Monty just goes back to chucking some mana burns on HFN in the jungle. No wonder he's tipping him. He is annoyed.
This is a nice kill if they can get it now. Doesn't have a boat, and with Duster nearby, this gank is done. King out. Oh, finds James. Oh, and what they thought was going to be a good turn of events for them falls apart so quickly. Hermit does have level 6, and that's going to be enough to stop the chase from Wolf Team. Still very back and forth, only 1,000 gold separating the 2 teams.
And Qhali know their mission. Like they're throwing down the observer ward. They still have the vision of HFN. They know he's in there still farming. Is James though, big trouble. Gonna get a similar save here, maybe. Oh, that vessel's so much damage though.
Cold Embrace tries to live through this, but not going to be enough. They move in for Monty, does have level 6. Thought about the Doom, but the Tornado comes out. Doom, round 2 on to the Invoker. If he could get this kill, this would be a huge injection of gold.
There's no
but I'm
way.
not sure if he's going to be close enough. No, doesn't happen. Oh, that one hurts. You would have loved to get that as the Doom. Can you imagine that solo kill XP?
It would be absolutely massive. There's that tome sitting mid, by the way. Guess that's Abba's, huh?
Wait,
Just,
what?
Secured for later. It's just sitting in the ground. Abba's coming. He's gonna pick it up. Oh wait.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Duster gets to be
Yeah,
level
gets-
6 now.
That's what you like to see.
Top lane, they're sitting here with the split. They want a actual core hero to show up here. He's obviously not going to split just for the clockwork. I thought that would work, and then he didn't really split for the clockwork, but
Yeah, no
they
such
certainly
luck.
need this tower, though, because we've been looking at all the other cores and talking about how the Medusa and the Evoker are looking great, but Tavo also, like, he got levels, like we were saying before. He's actually catching up to both the Kunkka and the CK, though, at the same time, so not only, like, from knocking down that bottom tower, but he's going to start invading into that Radiant jungle and looking to be a part of a mid-tower takedown right now.
Is under attack.
Yeah, sending everybody to the mid lane, and you can see that no reaction at the moment. Qhali did not want to make that move and come and contest, at least at the moment. But now a smoke up with 3. I kind of feel like it's going to be coming too late, though. They've got these birds here. ADR is set up and ready for them. King Ao could run right into James. Torrent not going to connect, so they find him there. Auto attack is on. Battery assault. They got him caught. And the rest of Wolf Team, after tanking the gank, actually can't get there in time. Louis moves on in, denies the tower.
Okay. Good deny there. And yeah, so I saw a script hovering over that. Take a look. This Brewmaster is rushing the eggs. Like,
Right.
a big fat rush. Very interesting. I have not been privy to a Primal companion game yet. Have you?
No, haven't
Well,
either.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm taking a look at it. It seems very interesting, and I can understand why it'll be beneficial.
Radiant's bottom tower
Right.
is under attack.
I mean, they did the thing where as Duster gets ran at here, they buffed it in the last patch by allowing you to, as the blink back comes in, they knew that the rotation was here. Wyvern does have Curse available, but very spread out from the rest of Wolf team, and it's going to end up being just a quick kill onto Wyvern. But they allowed you to get the spell refreshes when you recast Primal Split. So you can get 2 rounds of everything.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
True. Or like 2 rounds of your. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, with just the refresher orb. Yeah. And if
Well,
you
no,
have a
even-
Primal Companion out, then when you refresh, right? Yeah. Interesting.
I think, isn't it that it refreshes just naturally? Am I remembering that wrong? I'm going to double check it. No, Primal Split now refreshes all Brewing cooldowns.
Yeah. So
Hook
to, like
shot in.
refresh your Bruling, right? Like the guy that's out there. But then it makes another one. Am I dumb?
We'll talk about it after this fight as James
All right.
is going to get saved. No, you're not dumb. Ooh, Winner's Curse. Not enough for a kill on the ADR as there was no amount of damage coming through. And, well, it does make sure that the CK gets out of there, but they lose both the Kunkka and the Wyvern.
Yeah, okay, because like your Bruling dies.
Yes. Your Bruling
Okay.
dies, another one resummons. But previously what would happen is, let's say you had the Wind Panda out and you tornadoed.
Yeah, that
You
would have
would-
been bad.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Yeah, so they allow you to get 2 rounds of spells off for all you fine people in chat out there. At least from one of the pandas.
Well, I look forward to meeting this panda. I hope he's a nice, upstanding young bear thing.
It's a panda.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we can.
Oh,
actually call him a
dumb.
panda.
Stomp on a boat, they get the split off, and now turn onto the Invoker. He's dead at the very least. Did get one last deny before he died, but they move on in and kill off the familiars. Oh,
Yeah,
that
was
just
Tavo
a
trying to
resummon.
deny? Is that what he was going for?
I'm not sure. It
Yeah,
might have
he
been.
left the birds there to try and get a deny on the Invoker when they came out
Right.
of stone form. And then he just resummoned, yeah.
Oh. Wyvern backs away. Not wanting to get into too much trouble there. Sanjin Yasha's the pickup after the Dragon Lance for Medusa. Very interesting.
You know, HFN's been getting a lot of space, and this is the absolute classic HFN game, right? He just
Right.
gets all the space in the world. He absorbs all the farm on the map like a vacuum, and he relies on his mid to sort of like sacrifice a bit, and that's been happening to ADR. I mean, he's been lurking around with Tava a little bit, looking for kills. He then dies down bottom, and we're in a situation now where he's somehow fallen below all the other cores. He's gonna fall below Brewmaster here pretty soon.
I know. That is not what we were anticipating. This is looking a little bit scary.
Yeah, he was leading like crazy. And of course, he's going to have the Boots of Travel soon, which will accelerate his farm and his impact a little bit, but it's not like it's the Midas or something coming out at this point either.
James.
Oh, King RD.
They found him. I mean, the X play works pretty good when you go in reverse, as long as you find him. Boat's there. The run buff keeping him alive. Wyvern, though, goes on in and gets the taunt onto Clockwork. It's not going to be enough damage, but the torrent to follow. And Mr. King out looks to be okay. Hermit moves on in, goes for the quick
Primal
punch.
Companion.
Reality Rift pulls him back in. Primal Companion not doing quite enough damage, dispels the magic, the cold embrace, and Rena still eventually going to die. They get a ward up on the high ground. That spots everybody now. And a resummon onto the Panda. Hermit dispels magic after they get the slowdown, and Hermit just walks away. Dude, this dispel magic, this is kind of cool. I like this. Stuns.
Doing it versus Grave Chill is kind of insane. That is a really good
Yeah.
counter.
They do have a chance now. Jump forward, stomp is out. Tavo, the bird's gone. Just like that. Very low on mana right now on Hermit, so needs to pop stick if he wants to go for another Primal Split. But in the end, it is going to be an X, a pullback, and eventually a kill as they don't quite connect on the stomp. Actually, Mr. King out still getting chased down. Fire Panda onto him, and Hermit gets the last little touch.
Oh, this was really good. I like this.
It's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, so everything we learned in that team fight by how he's playing it, as well, Louis probably dead, but that's fine. So what Hermit's doing is that he's constantly using the Wind Panda because a lot of Visage's damage is coming from that Grave Chill. And like just spamming that out and taking that away from both the birds and Visage really reduces the chase power that this hero has. Like they want to like win the fight and then chase you down and get the final kills. Those aren't happening. And then he's resummoning the Wind Panda when he needs to. Even though the cooldown doesn't get refreshed when you do the resummon, he can't let that Wind Panda die. Or then you lose it for the 70 seconds.
True. Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic to see it at play, because the other thing that's interesting is the way that these like fights are taking place, whether it's Cold Snap or whether it's Grave Chill. Like they kind of want to sort of bully one person and catch them over and over again. And if you've got that Dispel, the hard Dispel, it's really a good way to interrupt things. Hermit's hunting right now with the Wind Panda again. Tornado. Immediately take it away. King R, he moves on in. James gets pushed up to the high ground, though. Has to go for a resummon. As the split is out, Dispel, chase down, looks for more. The boat gives the apply to James to try and keep him alive, but with everybody surrounding him, I don't think this is really going to work. They got to lift up onto the Medusa. James tries to run away, but they do have the ice wall down, and eventually he dies.
This
Hermit
is me.
in the
This
whole
is me.
world.
This is how I play Brewmaster every time. I'm watching him this whole fight, and I'm like, he's doing everything. He dispels his Cyclone. He resummons here. He's chasing in the back line. And your allies are just like dying. You're not winning the fight, but you're like pressing so many buttons where you feel like you should be. And you know what? That's why Brewmaster's just not fair.
It's a rough one, man.
Well, clearly the whole team unable to get their marks off on that fight. Like no Blink Doom, no Blink Stomp or anything available at that time. So it's going to be the next engagement here for Qhali. And I imagine that's going to be around the Roche pit. Like if I'm Wolf team, I'm starting to think about getting this Medusa and Aegis and really cleaning up these other tier 2s and taking over that Radiant Ancient.
True. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. They're looking really solid now. And of course, this is what you would anticipate from this type of a lineup comes online later with just the strength of Medusa, who is level 15 and going in for a butterfly. So just maxing out those stacks, or rather stats on the green lady. And Wolf team, head on in, find Rena. This CK has not been able to have a decent game and does have Armlet trying to survive, but will not happen. The Torrent, ooh, he moves on in. Is it just going to be in trouble and likely dead now? Walked into it.
Thought there was something coming, I think, maybe.
Right.
Thought the team had some sort of a play to assist, but obviously not the chase. No, the case, rather. And the chase is on for Doom, who points down the trees. Nailed it.
Yeah, get him out of there. Run away.
But yeah, I mean, there's your Roche. Flowchart Dota is happening. Feeling fine. Getting back into this game is basically going to be a big Blink War Stomp, it feels like, from Monty, as well as a lot of continued control from Hermit there on that Brewmaster. Yeah, it's the damage is a bit tough for them until the BKB's out on the CK.
Yeah, that is kind of been the issue, is like question of like, where's the damage? They have so much control between the Brew, between the Kunkka, between even the Doom with the Stomp and Doom itself. Well, I mean, Wyvern ulti, but they just don't have that that damage themselves. It feels like you have to catch like Medusa in the curse or something for it to actually work.
That is true. That is actually the big dream. I mean, they have a lot of team fight. They have the tools. Like, with between a Wyvern, a CK's crazy amount of burst damage, a Doom being here, maybe Kunkka able to rat and split push a little bit more than other heroes in safety. Oh, I say that. He gets flared in the tree line.
Uh-oh. Oh, they found him.
That was a really bold TP.
Yeah, that one hurts. He's going to drop. And the Sunstrike moves in. They bring him down. They do have a curse available if they want to go on this here. They can make it happen. And the turn onto Visage just got obliterated. Oh, yeah. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's nice. You don't often see that work. to be honest.
Radiant's
That's-
No.
I mean, it's those kind of situations where they're like 5-hero killing a tower, feeling like there's no way that you're about to get cursed. Because, I mean, surely Wyvern's not out here, right, guys? Well, that's going to stall out their push a little bit. It's not like they need to go high ground right now, but I'm sure they wouldn't have mind poking away at the tier 3 for a little bit.
They got a lift up here onto Duster. It's a little bit annoying. Wind Panda goes invis. They still spot him. Hermit runs it away. Does get stunned, but Rena moving in. Does not look like they're going to try and chase this any further. Though maybe they will. God, those dispels onto the freaking
I know, the
familiars.
birds.
It's so
like-
nice.
It's so
Another
ridiculous,
one.
actually.
Dude, King Ao, he's always there, but they have the BKB, double BKB. Turn, wants to chase. Medusa, Stone Gaze, trying to bring him down. Monty dead, but there is no Invoker for this fight for a little bit longer. Can they win it in that time? Duster pops the ulti. King Ao is dead. Now the boat going to be able to separate this fight a little bit, but I mean, Medusa still is the one that's just too hard to fight into. They can only lift her and try and walk away. Looking
It is
rough.
really interesting to see like how much more Dispel magic you get, right? Because of this Primal Companion. How much of a better counter it is to Visage because of that.
Yeah.
Particularly when they don't have Grave Cloak.
If only there wasn't a Medusa.
Yes, if only.
Well, HFN ready to walk high ground here, and they will lift her up. Do have Winter's Curse, so everybody else kind of dangerous to be near HFN. But that's the value of just having a Medusa up front and center. You don't need to bring anybody else nearby. Glyph used. They're going to get a replenish after this one. But this should be the tower taken and most likely the racks to follow. You see nobody else having any interest in getting into this. Rena just off on the other side of the map farming up.
It is so funny to see like the attempted, like when you try and kill the birds when they're in the Gravekeeper's cloak and it does like a tiny bit of health, but if they move too far away from Tavo, then he just one-shots them
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
Dispel
it's true.
magic. It's not often your birds would be that far away though. Like it's 1200 range. It's such a big aura now.
True.
Or I guess it has been since that change rather. Not so much a now thing.
Yeah, and it's the type of like dynamic too, where you can't really get in on top of the Visage itself to try and stop it. That's good. I like that.
Thanks, Griff. That's lovely.
10 to 22, man. Game looking hard, but the
It's-
like net worth differential is that's basically just the Medusa. If you can
Yeah,
kill HFN,
It's actually not that bad. 6K is not that crazy. This feels worse.
right?
Yeah, so just doom someone that subtracts their net worth.
True. Just doom
And then,
somebody.
then it's even just doom someone. I mean, how hard can that be, right? And he's got a Philosopher's Stone, so clearly like Refresher Orb any second on Doom.
I do kind of wonder, like, what the avenue is to deal with the Medusa in this game, because it feels like it should just be ignore her with like the Brewmaster lifting constantly, but their ability to like find the backline and stay on them consistently is kind of tough. But they can still keep on like lifting Medusa.
Yeah, I mean this was a what was it, 8th overall Medusa, or sorry, fourth overall pick Medusa. So like 1, 2, 3, and then 4. That's how counting works. In my brain, that made a lot more sense to visually say that
like
for you
it.
guys, but that's okay. So they had a lot of time to respond to this hero. They had 3 additional picks afterwards. And that's the strategy they went for, is like the isolation of just like, maybe some heroes are cursed, maybe somebody's doomed, someone's getting tossed up in the air, and ideally you just want to make sure the Medusa's like last, because that's where she suffers. She needs her front line at least a little bit,
Sure.
or she's not able to just win the fight completely on her own.
Mic issues and lag. Kunkka reconnecting. So we should be ready to go back underway again in just a couple of seconds here, hopefully. And okay. I figured that's what he meant. not Nad. Things to watch for. Is the CK going to come back to fight, or are they just chilling?
Oh, let's see. He's got his 8-second BKB into a potential AC. Aegis for a minute 20. And no, he's definitely mad chilling. They have a tier 2 mid. He is definitely chilling. I mean, hey, this is giving a lot of time to Wolf Team to decide what they want to do, right? The other team already, the ones pausing, you know, they go tactics all you want on Wolf Team, in my mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk it up. What are we doing? Draw it out. HFN's got the colored typing as well. He's got some pink words. Very cool.
Like it.
Yep.
Still has a minute left on Aegis, too. All right, they're ready to go. Let's see what ends up happening here. Medusa's hanging out in the air for a little while. And Dispel, and then hits the tower, gets away. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
We have to add the, what's the net worth value of Alacrity? Because we have to add that to Medusa as well. It's a pretty powerful spell, you know.
I think so.
70 bonus damage right now. 58
PR.
bonus attack speed.
They found him right there. That would be huge. Looking out, chasing, wanting to get a kill. Hook shot in. Brings down Louis. James is nearby. Ooh, battery assault breaks his CP. In trouble. Going down very low and accepts his fate as the familiars will be there for the stun. And after the tier 2 goes down, HFN continues the spree walking forward. Boat? What do they got over here, though? It's going to be the Lincolns already out. Doom down. Can they chase? Can they kill? Rena is on the wrong side. Can't get over. And a little bit of just extra separation. Tries to get back to the rest of the team. Pulls him on in. Tries to kill him off. But no, the save is there from Duster in the end. And he is going to live. Oh, it hurts. Rena turns now onto Tabo, trying to bring down the Visage, but goes in his stone form, and Visage is fine. Maybe not now, as they turn on to King Ao, find him. Rena keeps the punches going, but Tabo lives through it all. And with the Winter's Curse, Tabo is going to drop. As the CK dies, attempting to TP out was not good enough. ADR on the other top side of this fight has been keeping control of Hermit, who will attempt to escape. Needs to get the Dispel Magic to keep him alive, but the pushback, Cog's done. Hermit gets ran down. HFN is eventually going to kill him after they come out of this cold embrace. There is no salvation for you here. This game is looking just about in the books as Wolf Team came to play. Gonna take another Rax.
Yeah, as funny as it would have been if he'd managed to survive there after the Cogs push out of the Sunstrike. There's just too much damage at this point. Medusa's too strong. She's almost level 20 right now. What are her talents at 20 these days? She got the Stone Gaze duration and the 2 Mystic Snake bounces. She lost her big buffs, you know.
Oh yeah.
Not she doesn't just
true.
massively tank up anymore. Although, you know, Mystic Snake bounces are pretty high.
That's right. I really like that. It's a bit of a weird one because normally you're probably going to be hitting most heroes with it. And sitting comfortably right now and getting a, is that a Shiva's guard?
Oh my gosh, he just bought a halberd and it got killed. Come on,
Yeah.
man. And HFN's even the one that kills the courier that's like trying to get it too.
That's really bad. That's unfortunate. I think HFN is going for a Shiva's next.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know if I've ever seen that on Medusa before.
Get a little bit of armor.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Get a little bit of vision, a little bit of scouting in the side lanes.
Yeah. Sort of be your own slow.
Yeah, his game is certainly looking good. I mean, it's versus CK too, obviously. It feels really nice versus multiple heroes.
Right. Moves on in. Shiva's is out. Walks forward, and Rena just has to run away. Oh, but the taunt. Oh, it's on a bird. Ah, that one hurt. That was not the way that they wanted that to go. Oh, it would have been good if it was on the big bird. But not on the big bird. James will be able to get out of there.
Gets saved.
Yep.
Radiant's middle tower
Damn.
is under attack.
That one's rough, man. 12 to 25, and they're playing it very safe. Roche capable of respawning in a couple seconds. We'll see what the timing is. I say 30 seconds. Trent?
7.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, if you add ours together, we're still not there.
No. Just can't quite make it. Well, this looks more like an appropriate sized lead for how the game was feeling.
True.
About 12K here, you know? Oh, what a good Boots of Baron game.
Oh, yeah. What's your read on the Brewmaster in general? This idea of going for the Ags. You like it?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Scanning.
I think that it might be a little bit tough in terms of like the duo. I think that it has some nice counterpicks specifically in this game, right? Like this idea of like, oh, maybe I can kill the birds if he gets greedy and they move away from the Visage, or I can just keep dispelling off the Grave Chill is really cool. The constant control is good. It looks like a lot of effort, I will say, for not a humongous reward compared to something more like easy to execute. Like Mars Arena, you know, would be a pretty safe comparison, I feel like. But I like the 100% uptime. I think it makes the hero more interesting, especially because the whole addition of the Drunken Brawler trait where you could swap between the three was a really cool change. But I felt like it didn't have that much impact a lot of the time. And like now toggling through and then summoning, it's pretty cool. I wonder if the Astral Pulse could be useful as a Bruling as well.
Does that disarm, or is there something weird it does?
It disarms for 2.5 and it slows as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Obviously, needing to go into this AC really wants to build up to super buff, beefy status. Do hope we're going to see Renna go for something other than an AC also. Don't want to get 2 of those ones on the team, most likely. But
you know, if you guys want to try out Panda, one thing on Brewmaster, one thing you can do with the Storm Panda is that you can use the Windwalk twice every pass.
oh yeah,
yeah. So if you start your attack animation, you press the Windwalk as they're attacking, you'll get the bonus damage. And then when you come back, or sorry, you press the animation, you attack in the fade time, that gets the bonus damage. And then if you can get a second hit out of it, so it's like a big nuke.
I like it.
Yeah.
Paladin sword.
It's silenced. Don't leave your panda. Don't let him die.
Get out of there. Run it away. Oh, that's not good for Hermit.
Dude, that almost worked though.
They found him. Oh, Hermit. What could have been. That is unfortunate. And
that would have
will
been so
go
cool.
down.
So he blocked the hook shot with the Earth Panda and then tried to TP out, but he was too fast, you know. It's King RD. He's got that jetpack. He's going to find you in the tree line.
Auntie, eventually going to get ran down here, most likely.
No, he's very sneaky. He's not playing the guitar.
Okay.
Just don't play it. Oh, God,
hello.
Radiant's
They found it. He didn't have a TP anyways. It was going to be a long walk home. Does get the Force Staff a little bit of separation, but Adriano is going to chase him down here. Hoof stomp.
I was just wondering, where's his shard?
Doom him.
Invoker like one-shots this Doom shard. Have you seen that shard? That thing is insane right now.
I like it.
You get level
Very
20
cool stuff.
and you buy the shard on Invoker and like you can one-shot everybody.
Yeah. It's some strong stuff there, Trentster.
Yeah, any support without like a BKB or something, like, whew, they're just dead.
Speaking of strong stuff, Wolf Team finish off and get Mega Creeps now. HFN with a unorthodox build, but very cool things going on. And, well, there it is. Immediately runs in. All of the illusions die. Probably have not been able to have any type of a quality of life here as Renna eventually gets dropped down. GG is called. A dominant game number 1.
Yeah, not much more to say about than that. I think the lanes went pretty well for Qhali. It's obvious that they have the skill of like general just like Dota grind in terms of like their laning mechanics and everything. They didn't come out ahead in the lanes, but number one, I think their draft was overall okay lane wise. Like the matchups were fine. They worked out well. They probably should have done a little bit better in the top lane. I think they kind of got a little bit bullied by Duster on the ABBA more than they should have. But when